Hey, what's up? My name's Nick. Welcome to my channel. And today, for being clean and sober, one thing I like to read about today is from the Just for Today book. And this book is something that I've been reading out of, I wouldn't say daily because I would be lying to you. Um, Truth be told, recovery is something that we have to be diligent on. Being sober. I've been sober for over 16 years now, and I enjoy every day of it. I enjoy doing what I got to do to stay clean and stay sober, not take drugs, not drink alcohol, and and not to put anything else or any other kind of substance in my body. Um, it's a good program. It's all inclusive. I like using it. I like using the AA fellowship as well, um, because they're the OG of recovery. Don't get me wrong. Um, it had to start somewhere, and crazy it is. It took a couple of recovering alcoholics to get through this. So, yay. Um, so today I'd like to read about out of the book. The date would be March 12th. Getting out of the rut. Now I'm not going to read the whole thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just point out a few or emphasize on a couple items here. So, one thing that struck out to me here in the paragraph, there are sure to be times when we feel vaguely dissatisfied with our recovery. We feel as though we're missing something for some reason, but we don't know what or why. We draw up our gratitude list and find literally hundreds of things to be grateful for. All our needs are being met. Our lives are fuller than we had ever hoped they'd be. So, what's up? That's the question. Um, so what I found, and this has happened, I've seen in many other people in that go to recovery meetings. I find that they come in, they just grab just a glimpse of hope. They get that little bit of sobriety, they get a little bit of that clean time, and everything works great. But what they find, and I hear it so many times from different addicts and then at the table, is that they get bored real easy. And it's just funny how they get bored real fast and real easy. um so the reason that I'm still with this program as long as I have, and I'm going to be honest, there's times that I almost stopped going. I've had my little stints of not going. Um, Reasons, there were excuses. Uh, you know, Having other people from recovery come to my door, calling me saying, "What are you doing? How are you doing? How are you feeling?" And I can honestly say, at that time when they come to my door, I was crap. I was unbathed, unshowered. I was stuck in my own crap. But what it took was those guys to get me out of my rut. What it did was I found that I was either not good enough, or I started getting into that feeling of like I don't feel like going to meetings, or I don't feel like being a part of something in society. And that's what happened to me. I have to be honest, I was living a lie of thinking, well, I can do this without it. And I've done this a couple times in, I would say, my third, fourth, and fifth year of recovery. And I think it happened, if I look back, it happened in my seventh year of recovery. And that alone tells me that the 4 and the 7 year is where I seen a lot of people that have gathered the 4 and 7 years of sobriety just give it up and then go back out and do what they're doing. They're back out drinking or using drugs or doing whatever. and they're not being a part of a society like they should. Um, I've lost friends that way. Got really close to some of them where I looked up to them because they got this number of sobriety in years, and suddenly, you know, they just gave it up. They turned their backs on recovery, said they can do it, they got it, and I'm going to be honest, they passed away. They're dead, and there's no coming back to that. I know people that got double digit recovery and they're still, holding on to that sobriety, and they still attend, and they have 40 years but have turned around their health, like scoliosis of scoliosis of the liver, reverse that. And they're still alive today, still healthy, and that's something that we need to do. We're spiritually and physically, mentally unhealthy. Attend meetings, we become healthy individuals who take care of ourselves, take care of our bodies, and just overall, spiritually, everything comes together. And stick to that, and those are the things that are great. So what I'm trying to tell you here today is that we get into a rut. And if you get into this rut, you have to remember daily things that we do in our life will be boring. To get out of it, that's up to you. What I had to do is I had to make sure I stayed connected with friends that are in the recovery programs, and they got me to where I'm at today. And I'm still sticking to it, and thank you to those guys that, brought me back. However, we are going to still get through the lows and the highs of recovery. So there's things that I've seen other addicts do to get out of their rut. And I've seen guys go and do major trips, extreme sports, heavy physical exercising, doing things like racing cars and motorcycles, sport cars, playing sports. Time goes on. And one thing that got out of my comfort zone, what I did to keep going, was going back to school, getting a higher education, and taking that opportunity, taking that chance to better myself, and which that in turn helped me become a better person, take on different work. I'm not in a dead end job anymore. I was working shift work, working in the automotive industry, which is in a factory, and now I work in office and in property management, and that is something that I was never thought I would do. So just letting you know, recovery has taught me so much that I can get out of ruts by making my life a little bit more interesting, by doing something that I'm not comfortable doing, by taking that leap of faith, or taking that chance to do something better. And I did it. So can you. Anyways, don't want to drag on this topic too much, but what I like to say is thank you everyone for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. And if you see any value in watching my videos, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. See ya.